Hey, JRT here, and welcome back to another video. First off, I'd like to go ahead and apologize now. When I recorded this video, I actually had to move all my equipment into another room because it was really late at night and I had to let my wife sleep. Unfortunately, there was bound to be some kind of a problem, and I forgot to change my sound settings inside my Elgato as well as the laptop I was using, so I could not capture all the sound, which is kind of a good thing, mind you, because during this match I was eating and I was actually drinking some alcohol, and I kind of drank a little bit too much. So it's probably a good thing you didn't hear me all the time. And you can clearly tell in all these gameplays that my centering was slightly off. You'll see that later on when we start playing another match. But let's go ahead and get more into the gameplay. We are playing against a really good domination clan. We decided for fun, this is more of a fun-based challenge, more than just, you know, a really competitive clan battle. It wasn't really meant to be anything, it was just for fun. And we agreed that one of the top TDM clans, which is our clan, iCoN, would play one of the top domination clans known as 13th Hour. These guys are really good at their respective game modes, as we are with our respective game modes. Our game mode's TDM, their game mode's domination. The first two gameplays is TDM. The second two gameplays is domination. I'll let you guys go ahead and watch it just to kind of get a feel for, you know, how we played and kind of like how we organized everything. We did have a plan for the first domination match, and the second kind of fell apart. The second gameplay and domination fell apart, unfortunately. We did play well, we really did. The last game though, we totally just fell apart. I actually went negative in the last game, which is really bad for me. But you know, they played a really great game and we played a really great game. So we really weren't disappointed at all. We won the matches that we really wanted to win, which was team deathmatch. But we also really wanted to win domination. We know we could have, and we probably should have in the first match. But we're kind of new as a team, working together, trying to figure out strategies for a game mode that we don't typically play. So I mean, I thought we did really well. The other team was a really good challenge, and it was fun playing against these guys. I hope we get another chance to play them again. And hopefully it's before the next game, because I love competition. I love clan battles. It's just so much fun. And even though it looks like, you know, I'm kind of a mediocre player, these guys are extremely good and make me look like a mediocre player. As well as you gotta realize the environment you're playing in. The fact that you have to switch hosts. We decided on Fuzzy Muppets to host some of our matches. He's West Coast. I do lag a little bit when he's hosting, and the other team, they decided to have, I don't know if it was their clan leader or not, but Augie host their matches. Augie's a really good guy. He was communicating with our leader, and you know, they said great game in the community, so it was a really good match, fun match. So in regards to centering, what I was talking about earlier, centering, if you don't know what that is, it's where as you're running, it's really important as a running gunner, as you're running, that you center on the person you want to kill. I mean, not only does that help you with, you know, hip firing, but if you need to draw your weapon up, at least the reticle will already be centered where you need it to be. That is what I mean by centering, and that is what really good running gunners do, is they center their screen right on the person they want to shoot instantly, like that. It's just instant. So that's why some of these good players seem like they just draw faster or whatever, because either A, they hit fired you around a corner, or B, they managed to center the screen quicker than you could. Yeah, sometimes there's a little bit of play and lag in there sometimes, but the majority of the time, centering is very key to actually playing really well. My centering, like I said, was really off this game. Like I said, I kind of drank a little bit too much, but you know what, I had fun at the same time, so it really wasn't that big a deal to me. I actually started feeling sick towards the last game because I really did drink a little bit too much. But that happens maybe twice a year, so I'm a lightweight, so I only had like a few wussy drinks, I would call it, and that's all it takes. I'm a lightweight. Mind you, me drinking really isn't a valid excuse. Although my centering was a little off, my reaction time was still spot on, and I've always kind of had an issue with centering on my screen, and if I can get that down, I think I'd be an even better player than I am today, but I'm still working on that. When the next game comes out, I am better at boots on the ground. As you can tell in most of my gameplays, I don't really jump too much. So I think my centering will actually be resolved at that point because I don't have to look up as often. However, the next game is still a ways away, so in the meantime I will be working on centering. Now there's actually a contraption that came out back in World at War where you'd actually put a little bit, like a little red sticker in the center of your screen to tell you, okay, this is where you should shoot. And I always thought that was funny. One of my friends told me that back in World at War, and they actually have newer things that are a little bit better, but you know, those are just training aids that kind of a waste of money if you ask me. I mean, you could even put a little piece of scotch tape in the center of your screen where your gun would actually be shooting would be better. I mean, they used to sell them at GameStop. I'm not sure if they still do, but don't waste your money on crap like that. You can learn it on your own. Me, on the other hand, I've got to really work on that. As far as my third how-to video for keeping a NAT type open, that will be my port forwarding video. I do have all my clips done. I have to arrange them and do a little bit of editing. I can't do too much so that, you know, the video actually matches the commentary. But that video will be coming out next week. I had it planned for today, but I had too much I had to get done, and I have a calculus test this week, so that's going to be huge. It's my first test for the summer. I have to pass that test. So I will be concentrating on that more so than my videos. However, the video will definitely be out either by this weekend or Monday. Well, that's pretty much it. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Try not to fall asleep just because it's just so quiet. Again, I'm sorry for the sound, and I will have that hopefully fixed since I will have my new setup in the next room. Well, anyway, this is JRT, and as always, see you guys next time.